For the past year, I signed in every day with user testing to see how much money I could make if I started taking it serious. And I have to say, I'm pretty surprised. Now, I've made 3 user testing videos so far, and the same questions keep popping up. So not only am I going to show you guys how much I made once I started taking user testing more seriously, but I'm also going to answer some of your frequently asked questions. So let's go ahead and get some of the bigger questions out of the way. Number 1, is user testing a scam? No, it's not. I know it's been hard for a lot of you guys to get tests. Hell, I know it's hard for some of you to even get in the site, but user testing is legit and you will get paid. Number 2, how do you get paid? Currently, all your payments for user testing will come via PayPal. So if you guys have got an issue or beef with PayPal, this is not going to be the site for you. Number 3, when will you get paid? PayPal will pay you every 2 weeks on the hour of that day. Let me explain. As you guys can see here, December 19th was the last time I did any test on user testing. One was for $10, the other one was for $7. I finished this one around 1:51, and I finished the last one at 2:18. Now, let's pull up the calendar of December 2024. The 19th would have been a Thursday. 2 weeks from there would have been on the 2nd. Keep that in mind as we go to my phone. Here we are on my phone. I just want to show you guys something. Let's go through my notifications. We get down here to when the money was deposited into my account. As you guys can see, the $10 one that we finished at 1:51 was deposited into my account at 1:53. The $7 one was deposited into my account at 2:14. We finished that one at 2:18. So if you do some tests later in the night, like around 8 o'clock or 9, don't wake up 2 weeks from then thinking that money's going to be in your account first thing in the morning. It's not. It's going to be in there around the same time you finished that test 2 weeks ago. Hopefully that makes sense. That brings us to number 4. User testing, when I started in 2019, had payouts of $10, $30, and $60. Later, they added $90, even $120 tests. More recently, I've seen $1 and $4 tests on there. Personally, I don't even do those, but if you guys are new, those can be the perfect test, the best test to get used to the platform, figure out how everything works, and improve your star rating, because that's how you're going to get more tests. Which brings us to number 5. How do you get more tests? To be honest, there's no magic sauce you can take or no secret pill you can swallow that's going to give you more tests. Now, a few people have commented on my TikToks as well as my past YouTube videos saying what they do is keep user testing open all the time on another tab on their computer. Now, this is all theory. I do believe there is some truth to that because ever since I've started, I've always had user testing on my computer on a tab. Like right here, it's on right now, signed in, day and night. You'll start hearing all those ding, 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 dings coming in, letting you know that there are tests available. My thought process is user testing sees an active window there and they're like, oh, somebody's there to do some tests. Let's give that person something to do. And they just start sending you tests. Again, just a theory. I know that doesn't work for a lot of you. Some of you guys don't see any tests at all. It's been about what, 2 to 3 months, maybe even a year. But that's what I've done. That's what some other people's done. So if you haven't tried that, give it a shot. Another thing that many people don't do to get more tests is to use the app on your phone. User testing has an app on the phone, not just the website. Use the phone. I've actually got more tests on my phone than I've have on my computer. So if you haven't downloaded the app, get the app, use it, because you'll see tests on here that are not on the computer. So while you're out during the day, instead of opening up TikTok and Instagram, open up user testing and see if there's something you can qualify for on your phone. But honestly, I think what it really comes down to is how your profile is set up. The skills, the hobbies, and all your life experiences, those are going to be the things that's going to really help you qualify for the test. And having a high star rating is definitely going to have your account pushed out more to receive more tests. How do you get a high star rating? Well, that brings us to number 6. Just ask. After you get done with every test, just like Jerry Springer, they're going to ask you, are there any final thoughts? Here, you can elaborate on some past parts of the test, but I always say, hope this information was helpful, and if you did find it helpful, they ask that you give us 5 stars. If you can be so kind to do so, thank you very much. That'll help us link up with you and do more tests in the future. Something like that. Just ask. Now, does it work all the time? No. You guys are seeing right here some of the star ratings I got over the past year. I even had somebody on a Zoom call tell me they were going to give me a 5-star rating. Haven't seen it since. Bastard. It happens, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Number 7, do you have to show your face? Yes and no. Most of these tests, you're just going to be using your voice. On the higher tests, like 30 and up, you're going to be doing a Zoom call, and more oftentimes than not, they're going to want you to sign in and show your face. I've had a few to where it was just voice, no facial things, so you can look however you want on the other side of the camera, but it just really depends. And I say that because I've also had some $10 tests that had me sign into Zoom where they wanted to record my face because they wanted live, authentic reactions to to the websites or the apps that I was going to be giving feedback on. But it will let you know ahead of time so you can make that decision. Number 8, what browser should you be using? Firefox or Chrome are good. Chrome is going to be the best. Number 9, what happens when you run into an issue on your test? The test can go haywire for a lot of different reasons. Connection issues, the prompts that the company was loading into the testing website didn't load correctly or just didn't load at all. The test is taking longer than normal and the pay isn't equal to the time that you're spending on that. Case in point, $10 test, you're about an hour and some change in. Probably want to abort mission on that. And if you run into any of those kind of issues, take notes of everything, screenshots help. You'll normally get a testing ID, and on the app or on the computer there's going to be a help or support link where you can just let them know what went wrong, and they normally get back to you within like 24 hours with an update. If you guys remember from the beginning of the video when I showed you that I made $7 is not normally one of the pay scales, so they actually gave me $7 for the progress I made thus far on a $10 test, which wasn't that bad. So keep track of everything. They're pretty fair about it all. But you know, stuff happens, and more often times than not, they're going to take care of it. And this one's kind of a two-parter, but number 10, can you do user testing full time, and how much did I make in a year? Well, on average, I made about $100 to $130 every month doing user testing. October was my highest paying month. I made almost $200 during the month of October. April and November were my slowest month. Honestly, April was my birthday month, so I was kind of outside, so I wasn't really focused on the mission. November, I was focused, but I just wasn't qualifying for anything. And honestly, that does happen, so just gotta roll with the punches. So if you think you can live off of $100 to $120 a month, then yeah, user testing can be your full-time job. If not, keep that job. With that said, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I tried to make this as concise as possible to answer some of those questions that I kept seeing popping up under my other videos. If you need a more long, drawn-out explanation, even to see some of this stuff in action on what user testing really is all about, you can go check out those videos. They'll be down in the description box. I even have them on the end cards at the end of this video. And I am human, so if there's something I missed and you guys still have some questions, drop them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer those. And no, you cannot buy my account. As I'm filming this, 2025, I have not qualified for anything, but I'm going to keep this going because having that extra $100 or so coming in throughout the month has definitely helped throughout 2024, because 2024 was a time. It was a time, right? Phew, it was a time. But anyway, I hope this video helped you make a little bit of extra money in 2025. Best of luck out there. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.